Hello everyone, this is Monday, April 6th. See, we got ourselves a red bad boy. I didn't finish yesterday's documentation in time. I didn't get an early start today. I'm getting myself ready to truck back to Michigan to work on the geoengineering story there. Also a couple other stories that I will gladly inform you on in the future. But in any event, see the red bad boy? And then just off to the left of him, we got this guy. Let me bring him in. There he is. Silver bullet. So even though the sky is not completely cloudy, it is a gray blue. And these guys have been spraying all morning. I've just been busy packing and getting myself ready for the trip. On the other side of the coin, in the southern sky, got a couple of rails, already dispersed rails. Just wanted to show you. See? It's there. Around 1:15, and we got ourselves a silver bullet who's going like a bat out of hell and spraying a real nasty plume. Well, it's just after 1 o'clock and we got more action. Another silver bullet. God, they're spraying the intermediate plume. This is the plume now. People say, oh, well, it's not clouding up the skies, but what it does, people with arthritic conditions, their bones ache. You get headaches, nausea, and even respiratory effects. The respiratory effects are from every plume, but these are notorious for arthritic conditions and others. And just where that guy left off, we got this guy coming the other way as they continue the grid. Another red bad boy. It just doesn't stop. Oh my gosh. These guys are usually north and south, but they've been doing this east and west thing for quite a while now. That son of a bitch. You can see how they're just working together. One goes one way, one goes the other. Back on that red bad boy. Just want to show you something. Okay, there he is right there. I'm going to pan him off, and I'm going to go back into the northern sky and look what we got there. See what they're doing? Nice plume on that guy. He's going up in the dome position. Look at the plume. It's going symmetrical, so you know it's a couple different mixes in that plume. Let me focus on that plume. See how it spews out? It's darker on one side, not so dark on the other? Yeah, you say, well, no. We've been documenting this for a long time. As I pan just underneath him, you can see a rail that's already been left. See it? So, if you think just because the sky isn't full of a bunch of toxic plume, that this isn't really doing anything bad, guess again. It's destroying everything. Here we go in that southern sky. We got a guy back in there. See, even if you don't see it right in your neck of the woods, they're still out there. Well, the onslaught continues in that northern sky. Let me show you how. See? He's going straight up. There's the top of the trees. Look how he's doming that. See how he's going straight up? And he doesn't hit a plateau anymore. They go straight up and then they come straight down in a dome. Look at that silver bullet. Look at the plume. Straight up like a rocket. God dang, when are people gonna figure this out? People should be angry as hell and demand that for this to stop. Look, he's still going straight up. Isn't that incredible? And just seconds later, look what we have here. Another silver bullet. But that's not the important thing. What I want to show you, I've been telling you they've been double railing us. Let me pan it back. And just off, let me pan it back. And just off to his right, yeah, you got it. A second rail. I mean, come on. Look at him. He's on his downward sweep. See that? He domed and now he's on the downward sweep. This guy, it's hard to tell where he's doing. He looks like he's on a downward sweep too. They must have already hit the peak of their dome and now they're coming back down. But this guy's angled where he's going to cross him at some point in time. See that? So we got double rails. There you have it, double rails. Getting back to that first rail, let me zoom him back in here. And then I'm going to show you what he's done, okay? It dissipates. You get a little bit back over here, dissipates, and then look at the thickness of his rail. Look how thick that was over there. Look at that. Then as it comes up over here, it dissipates. Well, here we go again. Non-stop. You see a lot of these silver bullets on these type of days. Hey, east and west thing again. I'm gonna have to go look at the AccuWeather forecast, see exactly what's happening. But like I said, I'm heading back to Michigan to take care of some business and do some research there. You can see in that southern sky the trails are moving in. Look at this. It was all gray blue sky. You notice I don't say blue because our sky is no longer blue. But just look at that friggin' shit falling from our sky. Big rail back in there too. More rails back in there, all coming this way. This rail, you can see the plume ahead of him. I don't know if you're picking that up or not, but just look how notorious that rail is, right over top of that existing plume that I just showed you. And then this guy over here, my God, it's just, and he's heading right for that plume. See that? He's heading right for the plume too. My God, how come people can't see this? Now this guy, he's following that other guy. And then over here we got a red bad boy or a red tail or something. I'll get him on the return, but you saw the plume coming out of there, so you know he's there. Let me focus back on this guy. Look at the notorious plume coming out of there. Let me show you. Look at that. Now this guy over here. There he is. As they cross the pass, it just ain't gonna stop no matter what day it is. Ah, looks like a red bad boy of some sort. I turned my camera into that southern sky and we got this guy now. See what they're doing? The whole sky is gonna be gray in a matter of a few minutes. If they keep this up. Back here you can see that existing rail I showed you earlier. See that? It's happening. Just look at what this guy has done. Look at that plume. Look at that plume. I'm going to back him off. I want to show you this guy's rail. All we got, remember the sky was blue most of the day. You can see the wisp, but just look at that trail. Look at the rail. See the bulbs? There's the bulb effect. Follow the rail all the way down. Look at that. Look at that mess back there. And look at that guy way in the horizon there. Look at that as he crosses those other bombs. See that? He's going to be crossing that right now. Look at, there he goes. See that? Look at the mess in the sky. Look at this. Look at this disbursement. Just look at that disbursement. Look at the wiggly wobblies or whatever you want to call that shit. Look at that. Come on. Trails don't do that. Look at that. They're toxing us. People need to start fucking waking up right now. Sorry about the language, but this is getting ridiculous and out of hand. Look at this plume this guy has left. Look. Look for yourself. They're just continuing the railing. And if you don't care, well then you deserve to die. You deserve to be sick. You deserve everything that you get. And then as I pan up over here, you got it. There's another guy coming the other way, so you got multiple rails. And I lost him. Let me back it off completely so I can get a better look at him. There he is. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's just, I'm just so sick of this. Just seconds later, look at this guy. You say, well, he just got a single plume. No. Let me show you what he did. And it goes all the way down the horizon. Just want to give you a quick look at what's going on in the last 5 minutes. You saw the rails. You can still see a lot of the rails. I'm just going to pan at zero focus just to give you an idea. But look at this. I don't know if you can see this, but it's worth zooming in on. Can you see that X? Can you see it hidden in those clouds, cloudoids, in the plume? See how conveniently did. The whole sky's gray now. Just in a matter of a few minutes, the whole sky's gray. Sun's white, sky is gray. How much more evidence do people need? Alright, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I don't have the weather report yet. Like I said, I'm getting ready to truck back to Michigan to work on a couple different stories. The wind is blowing, so if it's irritating, just kind of bear with me. But anyway, I want to show you what they've done. Sun white. There's a guy right up there spraying. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't even see in my viewfinder. It's so, I don't know. It's just so shitty out here. The wind's blowing real hard. I'm just going to give you a quick run around. Southern sky, eastern sky, northern sky. You saw how blue it was earlier? Just in a matter of an hour or two, it's this. Right, I'm outside the rec center. It's about 4:30, and look at, they tried to fill in the hole in the grid. See that? Look at the rails, all the way down, all the way over there, and then there's a guy straight up here as they try desperately to fill that hole in the grid. They just do not want us to have any blue sky. There's your evidence. Look at this guy. Look how pathetic this is. Look at the rail back in there. It's just purely pathetic what they've done. It's about 6:30 and look at this red bad boy. He's up and right up in there spraying that plume. See him? This whole day was shattered by chemtrail plume. Woke up to nice, what you would call clear blue sky, which we know isn't really clear blue anymore. But, saying goes, we're fucked. Got another red bad boy. Looks like he's only got one wing. It's just part of a... Oh, there's the other wing. Look at that red bad boy. Let me show you what he did. And this guy over here crossed his path. Very covertly, but here on the Evan Fain YouTube channel, we know exactly what they're doing. Well, guess what? This is the last documentation of the night. You can see the double rails there. Look at this main rail here. And what do we have? It's got to be a red tail, because look at the unsymmetrical plume. Let me back it off. Let me bring them back in. Look at that unsymmetrical plume, so you know that they're spraying all kinds of different mixes into this. Let me back them off, show you the rail. All the way down. All the way down. Got that swirly shit on the bottom there, see that? See that? But let me show you what's going on. Look at that back horizon. That's the western sky. You can see the soot. Look at that. Look at the soot. My God, it's horrifying. And yet people think this is normal. These people need to have their heads examined. Look at that soot. All the way across. We know clouds don't do that. How much more documentation do you need as I pan all the way across into that northern sector? See where it gets purple? Sun's still reflecting, that's why you got the color. Okay, we've been over this before. That's why you got the color on the bottom. You can see the soot falling from the sky. Okay, let me follow it over here. Look at the double rails. You can look at that soot with the copper in the center. Look at that. All the way across. As I keep panning and then head into the eastern sky, you can see the soot in that background. Look at that. Look at the soot up here, already black, falling to the sky, falling from the sky. It's just notorious. Well, anyway, it's Joe Clyde, AscensionPathway.com for the Evan Fain YouTube channel. Signing off. Have a good night.